Video, I'm going to show you how I cut chunks out of a longer video using iMovie. So I've already downloaded iMovie. I'm using my Mac to do this. You could also do this with a iPad or possibly an iPhone. So we're going to click Create New and open up a movie. I typically do this in two ways. I either download a video in chunks based on objectives or steps, or I'll record one long video and then I will cut out or rearrange the parts that I don't like. Very much like I'm doing with this video here. Let's say I go through and I cough or my child interrupts me or something happens. Typically what I'll do is I'll just pause after I make a mistake, and that way I can go back quickly and find that section in the video and cut it out. So I'm going to show you how to do that and then how to download that video. So first we're going to start by importing our media. And then I have this video already done. It's a 10-minute video here in my one take. I'm going to import selected. For some people, all you need to do is trim off the front or the back of the video. I'm going to take it from my media and drop it down here into my edit track. And then over here next to settings, I can zoom that in a little bit so I can see kind of where I am. Not only is it going to show me, a preview of what my screen is doing, but most importantly for me, I'm looking down here at the soundtrack. So you can see, let me make my screen bigger here. You can see down here, I've got some dead space where there's no talking. Those little bumps right there, that's the sound being recorded. And you can see if I get really loud or if I'm enunciating, it'll even go bigger than that. And I can make it louder or softer as well. I don't want to mess with that right now though. There we go. What I want to be focusing on is getting rid of this dead space. So I can double check it. This right here, this little moving piece, that's called your playhead. Wherever you click, that's where your playhead will go. So if you want it to go to the very beginning, you can just click anywhere and then click this little go to previous clip, and it'll go all the way to the very front of your playhead. So I'm going to preview this really quickly. So you saw that there was a small noise here that I made preparing to speak, and then I started speaking. I don't need that to be part of my video. So I'm going to click right here before I started speaking, and then I'm going to right click. I like to split the clip. I know I can trim to playhead and do that, but sometimes I delete the wrong section of my clip. So the way that I do it is I split clip, and then the section that I don't want, I'm going to delete that. So I make sure that the clip is highlighted, so it's highlighted in yellow, and then I'm just going to hit delete on my keyboard, and that clip is going to disappear. Sometimes if I know that I've made a mistake, I'll make an extra loud noise, because then it'll show up as a spike as I'm editing, so I know where to go back and take stuff out. So here's another big open space. And that one's fine too. So just going to keep going. I'm going to find the sections that I want to take out, or maybe interruptions. Sometimes I do have to listen to the whole video before I can edit things. So anyway, go through, double check, clip out the things that you want. Let's just say, for example, I think there was a section right here. There was a big pause right here. It's almost a full second, which I don't need that big of a space. So I'm going to delete this section right here. I want this section here to here to go away. So I'm going to put my playhead here. You can listen to this section just to make sure you're not deleting anything good. Okay, so I'm going to click right here, click, split clip, and I'm going to do the same thing at the end of the section, split clip, and now I have this 2-second pause where nothing was happening, and then I can hit my delete button and make that go away. So I've just cut out 2 seconds of my video. So I sometimes will do that too, especially if there's dead space, like right here. The test was being super slow. My computer was being really slow, so I could come in here and do that same thing and split again. And now I have this almost 10-second section that was being kind of weird, and then I can delete that out and save a little bit more time. So as I go, listen to your video, cut out the sections that you don't want. You can also rearrange the sections if you need to for any reason. So for example, look, here's a big section. I think there was something going on with my computer. Let's listen to this really quickly. Yep, that whole section, I was just looking for something. So instead of, turning off the recording and starting all over again, I just kept recording because I know I can go in here and split clip, and then I can split clip. And that was a huge section. That was almost a full minute. And I didn't, now I don't have to go back and re-record the whole thing over again. As you go, as you cut chunks out of your video, you'll start to see up here where your media is, you'll start to see little spaces in the top in your little media section as you cut chunks out of your video. So that little orange line kind of shows you what you're using and what you're not using. If for any reason you needed to, let's say I wanted this to actually be at the beginning instead of the end, I can right click, split clip, and then now this clip, I can actually pick it up and drag it all the way to wherever it needs to go. I'm going to take it all the way to the front. There we go. And I can also rearrange my clips in this way as well. So it just depends on what your workflow wants to be. Just know that if you're just doing simple video editing, it's just one continuous row here that you're coming in and messing with. If for any reason, let's say I'm going to actually get rid of this longer clip here. Just to make this easier to see. So let's say this is my video clip and I liked the clip itself, but the audio is wrong. Like I want to re-record it. Like what I showed you on the screen was good, but the voice that I used or the instructions that I gave you weren't as clear as they needed to be. You don't have to start all over if you don't want to. You can just add a new voiceover. So the way that you do that in iMovie is you right click, and you can detach audio. And now audio is this new section right here. This is also where you can add music to your clip if you wanted to. So I can just cut out certain sections of my audio, or I can delete my audio altogether. Now I can put my playhead at the very front of my video clip, and then there's this little microphone feature here. I can click the microphone, and then I can click record. It's going to give me a countdown. And now I can record a new voiceover for my video, and I can fix any of the mistakes that I made previously. And this works in both ways. So I can re-record small sections, or I can re-record longer bits. The hardest part is getting your audio to match the amount of time that your video is. So here I've got a little bit of a space between when the recording started and when I started speaking. So again, same as before, I can click here and I can split clip and I can delete the section that I don't need, and then I can drag this over. So that's just some really basic video editing, quick and fast, that I use when making videos for sessions like the C3 conference. If you have any questions, please let us know.